What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. First and foremost, thank you for 600 subscribers. I really appreciate all of the support. Both the car and the channel have come a long way over this past year, and I can't wait to see where it goes from here. As you can see from the clips on screen, winter is upon us here in New England. In this video, I will show you guys everything I've done over the past few weeks to completely button up the TT and to get the car ready for the cold. So recently, I had updated my catch can setup by putting in these larger fittings. It looks like these O-rings have blown out again. Gone for a new catch can solution. You know, these are just a part of it. You can't change out or resize it. These are 19 millimeters. I had these new fittings in there, man, for like 2 weeks. Looks like they just instantly blew out. All right, our new catch can is in. And I also have a new Billet PCV check valve, the one that I had blown apart previously. I'll put that clip in now. Got blown apart somehow. So I'll be, putting another T in here to the bottom of the intake manifold with that billet valve. This is the CreationMotorsports Billet 1.8T check valve. You know, it's going to be a proper fit. This end is 3/4 inch, so this is going to go into our catch can pipes at the correct diameter, and it steps up to a 1 inch. Check valve is a 1 inch. This is a 1/2 inch inner diameter, basically to go from the small end of the check valve to the bottom of the intake manifold. This is just a 3/4 inch adapter. So I've got pretty much the whole thing built out. 3/4 inch PCVT, 3/4 inch heater hose, 3/4 inch connector in here. This is a step up from 3/4 inch to 1 inch. Our PCV check valve right in here. We've been having some idle struggles with the car lately. We've been searching for some vacuum leaks. I mean, number one, you can see this is loose, but there is an O-ring that's supposed to sit in there that has just disappeared. This is just a spring and piston design, and all of these seals can be replaced. So this is an 03-4 Motorsports diverter valve rebuild kit. Only replace what's needed. Everything else seems to be good other than this seal. It's pretty tight fit, and then got that seal on there. This is under some tension. Yeah. I see one seal in there. There's our spring. Pencil or something to push the piston out. And some force, it comes out. And if you guys can see in here, we have our 2 seals at the top. The seals look good, so we're gonna go ahead and put this back in. And this top seal is good. So we're gonna go ahead and just put our spring back in and rebuild it, and we will save the rest of these seals for another day. And it shouldn't leak at all. Just get our pencil out here, make sure it actuates good. Everything works. Yeah, shout out to 034 Motorsport making a rebuildable design. The seal kit is under $10, and I bought this off ECS Tuning, so I have a lifetime warranty on this unit, so I'll keep rebuilding it until I die. Starting to pull all the spark plugs here. If I can get it to focus. Doesn't look too bad. Cylinder 2 isn't really looking much different. Here is cylinder 3. It definitely seems to have a little more oil on it. Barely anything though. And here is cylinder 4 here. Doesn't look like too bad or fouled or anything. We got a fresh set. We'll go ahead and throw them back in. Just wanted to take the time to show you the difference. I wouldn't say they necessarily look like they're bad or fouled. The car has been low boost for a couple days now, and I've been trying to sort it out. Take a look at what I just found here. The wastegate somehow loosened itself up completely. I'm gonna have to go ahead and get this reinstalled. Use some Loctite this time. All right, gang, we got the car buttoned up from our wastegate issue. Basically, it just, the mounting bolts got shaken loose, possibly because of these poly motor mounts I got in. Not really sure. Whatever, all fixed up now. I made sure it's all tightened up good and adjusted good, so got that out of the way. I have all of these fresh sensors I want to put in. Right here, we got a fresh 4-bar fuel pressure regulator, and here we got our green coolant temp sensor, so we'll go ahead and replace that. And right here we have our camshaft position sensor. These are all quite easy, just right here in the engine bay, so we'll get that done. I also replaced this hose. You can see there's some black under it. The old one was rubbing and I wasn't sure if it had a pinhole leak or not, so I just went ahead and replaced it. I think it looks really good anyway. And one other thing I plan to do is I have fresh hoses for the entire catch can setup, and I also have that billet PCV valve I want to reinstall. Okay, I suppose the coolant temp sensor is as good a place to start as any, huh? You guys can see there's this little clip in the back, and then there's this clip on the top for the sensor. So I'm going to work to get this plastic clip out. Okay, clip came right out. That comes right out. There it goes. And I think that this one is still good, to be honest. So I'm probably going to keep it as a backup. Just plugging that in. Shove it back in the hole. And reinstalling this clip back into place. You want that plastic clip to sit above the little copper golden ring so it sits in there firmly. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the fuel pressure regulator. Here's going to be my method for removal. There it goes, comes right out. We'll keep the old one just in case, again, in case of emergencies. So this just pops right on there. Oh, and there it is. Go with a little red zip tie this time. That's on there good. Clip this end. So for our camshaft sensor, this is located underneath the timing cover right here. So we're gonna get this charge pipe out of the way. There's just this one clip right here, and there's one on the, I'm not sure if you guys can see it, and one on the back. You guys can see there is a plug on there with a clip. You're gonna want to be very careful taking that clip out. Then this is the sensor right here, just 2 bolts, comes right out, easy to replace. So when I'm working with these clips that like to fly out, see how I kind of put my hand on the back side to catch it? That's how I go about that. I'm not sure what the torque spec is right now. Maybe like 20 pounds, that feels like, I'd say. Okay, and this should just come right out. There it is, there's the old one. I like to hold on to these old parts. There was nothing that indicated this was bad, just, you know, preventative maintenance. That's good. That's good. Get our clip, get our plug. All right, we get the plug in, and then we are very gentle with the clip so we don't lose it. And there it is. Takes a little bit of, you know, my favorite word, finagling, but the timing cover will eventually sit back down in there flush. And I just now discovered an air leak on accident. Guys hear that? Leaking right here at the top. I've got fresh silicone reinforced PCV hose to replace this cheap parts store heater hose. I think that it may have some pinhole leaks. And then we've got this. This is our, right in here where the step down is our billet PCV valve. Yeah, so we're gonna be, you know, pretty much just redoing our catch can right now with fresh hose and then reinstalling this unit. Whole bunch of hose clamps to undo. Might as well get going. This is the little clip that goes in that PCV elbow. Just use some pliers to get it out. I had to take the dipstick out of the way. The elbow should come loose. I've started to get some upward movement, just putting my left hand, my finger and thumb at the base. My right hand is just on this hose as low as I can go. A little twist, a little bit of upwards motion, and it just now has come free out of the hole. Now I just gotta extract it. There it goes. Alright, so we are reusing our PCV elbow. I got it out of the old pipe, putting it into the new. If you're working with that PCV elbow in there, definitely don't rush that part. You want to make sure that that's seated in 100% all the way down, or else, I mean, you're going to experience issue after issue after issue and have major boost leak pretty much. So I'm going to go ahead and get that clip in, and time to rebuild the catch can. mean, I want my hockey puck to sit like right here, so that's where we'll cut it. Got it right here. Well, this is both a blessing and a curse. This is too big, way too big to fit on the bottom nub. So I'm gonna have to run this cut this one right here. We need to find some way to now mate these two. All right, so it's all done up. Everything's all tight. Got a little fitting in here that I got from O'Reilly's. Everything's all clamped up. Time to start the car and see if I can find any leaks. Everything seems to be solid. All right. So there's been a lot of changes since we last tuned the car. One of them being that VP Racing has discontinued their additive that we originally tuned the car on, and we have since changed to Octanium. Another change being our intake, our billet PCV valve. We've also redone all the hoses, so we may have solved some leaks. So, I mean, the car's gone through a lot of changes. The car idles real good. I mean, it pulls real hard. So yeah, we're running the fuel tank all the way down, and then we're gonna do a full bottle of the VP Racing Octane Improver, full tank of 93 octane from Shell. Then yeah, we'll do a third gear pull and send it over to VW Holics, and then he'll either tell us it's perfect and there's no need for a change, or he'll send us over a new file. We'll see. Yesterday, some third gear pulls, we sent it to VW Holics. For whatever reason, my Pocket 3 corrupted and I lost all of the footage. So unfortunately, I don't have that footage for you. I'll rip around for a little bit. I'll maybe do another third gear pull and send it to VW Holics. I mean, man, the car is running mid. All of that work was worth it. I actually, when I sent the log to VW Holics, he told me there's actually no need for another tune at all. The car is running absolutely perfect. Even with the new intake, with the new mix, with the fresh catch can set up, new PCV valve, all of our leaks sorted, you know, diverter valve rebuilt, fresh spark plugs. We also changed our fuel pressure regulator, and we had that hose burst because it was kinked. I'm gonna start the log right here. We're gonna try to do third gear from 1500. Right here. Okay. 1500. Third gear, 1500, and floor it. Alright, so we're done with the logs. Go ahead and shut the computer off. If you made it this far, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel. If you're interested in seeing more, absolutely hit that subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And again, thank you guys for all of the support over this past year. I have a lot of really exciting plans for this car, and I plan to show you guys very, very soon. I'm absolutely stoked for the future of this car and the channel, so hit that subscribe button and don't miss out.